Are you hitting plateaus, getting injured, or maybe just generally not living up to your potential? Well, I got one reason why that might be, and it's because you don't have the balls to quit. Now, if you just heard me say you don't have the balls to quit and that resonated with you, that's literally why this might be happening to you. So, when you're a beginner, okay, sure, you have to learn how to strain. You have to learn how to push your body hard enough that it actually breaks down enough to then repair and have some adaptation and, reach some new level of potential that you seek. But if you've been in this for, the iron game for a while, you're past your beginner phase and you're starting to get stuck, you have nagging injuries that keep reoccurring, and you just feel like you're on a plateau. Well, in my experience, and I'm saying this because this has been me in the past, is it's because you're not listening to your body. Hence, you don't have the balls to quit. Now, we like to glorify the other side of that, where it's like, yeah, get after it at all costs, at all times. And definitely some of that is needed, right? Especially the higher your aspirations are in terms of strength training or any kind of physical, skill you want to perfect. You definitely have to push. You definitely have to push through at times, especially if you're competitive, when maybe you shouldn't. But consider the other end of that. I bet there's time, if you're stuck now, I bet there's times when your body has signaled to you that it's time to give it a rest and you didn't listen. You're too scared about, oh, what if I miss this training? What if I have to delay this training session? Oh no, 12 hours, I'll never perform on my contest without it. Yeah, right. That's some story that you've concocted for yourself that isn't even true. Let me give you an example. The other day I had a training session. Now, I hurt this arm in March. It's been coming back great. I'm very happy about that. It's because of all the work I've done and all that listening I did to my body and having the balls to quit every session when my body said it was enough. But because this arm was injured, I've been overworking the other arm, right? My left arm. And during this training session the other day, I was only halfway through it and it said enough is enough. It really hurt. But you know what? I got the balls to quit. I know when to listen to my body. I've done it wrong enough times and subsequently got injured or had suboptimal performances that now it's a no-brainer, right? I have the balls to push through when I need to, and I got the balls to quit. I can walk away. Hell, I walked away from my session, and that work that I didn't get done, if it's very important, why don't I just come back, like that was in the morning, why wouldn't I just come back at night and try it again? What about the next morning, right? And if things are that important that they need to be done in that close proximity to your body telling you that it's, not time to go, wait some time and come back to it, right? And if you can't come back to it in 12 hours, 24 hours, well then probably you did something wrong, which was not having the balls to quit the session before and the session before, right? And to a point where it's accumulated and now you're just in a horrible state. So I implore you to give it a try, instead of always being so aggressive on the pushing through limits, be aggressive on your recovery. Be aggressive with listening to your body, right? If you listen, it'll speak to you. It'll give you these signals. They're there. Yeah, you might have to go through some trial and error, learning what each signal means and when, and obviously your body's dynamic, so it changes over time. But, there wouldn't be professional strength athletes if they didn't learn how to listen to their body, right? You just cannot keep pushing through everything forever and never get injured and never have, declining performance. So have the balls to quit. And, don't be an idiot. I'm not saying quit the sport, quit your goal. I mean, take a pause for the day. Reevaluate. Think a little bit. Ask yourself, do I need to do this next exercise right now? A lot of times, if you're in that kind of a state, the answer is going to be no. And that's okay. What's the worst thing that happens? You stay healthy, make it to your contest, but you miss that 5 extra pounds that maybe you would have got if you had pushed through. But on the flip side, if you had pushed through, maybe you don't make it to your contest. What about the worst cases? You don't make it to the contest at all because you actually listen to your body and it's not in a state that's ready. And that's not the fault of that session. That's the fault of your planning and training and everything you do with your life leading up to that point. Oh no, you missed the contest. There's more contests, right? And if you love training, you probably want to make sure you're in a shape where you can keep enjoying that for a long time, especially if you want to do more contests. So why don't you have the balls to quit? I bet if you work on that, probably see the results you want to see. Take care.